Tonight's celebration. The Descoin family tree is about to go timber! Kind hearts and coronets. Kind hearts and coronets. What is the story behind this film? It's a British movie. The story behind the movie is simple. It's a black comedy in the most hilarious sense, in that it's about a guy who intends to murder all the Descoin family tree. Why? The premise goes as so. Our lead protagonist slash antagonist, however you want to look at him, he's more like a dark hero, anti-hero, I guess you can consider him. His lot in life is that he was born to a very loving mother. His mother loved him. His father worked hard. His father died. And when his mother died, she was part of the illustrious and very rich Descoin family. However, because they are British and she married an Italian, as our lead character's last name is Massini, they disowned her. And her dying wish, as she died, this is all the beginning, was that she wanted to be buried in the family plot of the Descoins. And she thought she deserved that much just by being blood. They denied her that. So she just rots somewhere else. Because they weren't rich. Louis, her son, the lead character, wants to get revenge for his mother and kill the Descoins and claim their fortunes, as he is indeed himself a Descoin, but they have no idea he exists. You see? So, and all the Descoin heads of the family that he must chop down before he can get them. Yes, Descoin, Withered says, sounds like a cryptocurrency for weebs called Descoin. Yes, it is pronounced Descoin. But yes, oh, that's a good one. Oh, 9 out of 10 for that one. Oh my goodness. What do you think, Chi? I think it's a 9 out of 10, at least for Withered right there. Descoin. Good Descoin. Descoin des. Descoin daisuki! Yes, indeed, Chia. That's a great one indeed. 9 out of 10 from Chia himself. Anyway, so the Descoin family, he has to get close to them, deceive them, and murder them all. And he does indeed go through the entire... It's not just the heads of the family, right? He looks at every single person of lineage. He has the Descoin family tree because his mother had that. And so it's darkly sinister in its own right. And all the Descoin heads are played by Alec Guinness. Yes, he played multiple roles. One of the earliest gentlemen I know to play multiple characters. He plays even a woman in this movie. So, Alec Guinness is like... We see right there, he's 8 Descoins. He plays 8 Descoin family members. And it goes along with him, you know, finding a position with one. He never tells them that he is part of their lineage. He just pretends to be a very smart, very caring, supportive young lad. And he plans to cozy up to one of the Descoins, who eventually confides in him that should he die, he's going to leave it all to him. But it's a long process, and it's hilarious. There's a lot of humor in the comedy, a lot of dark humor, in that one of the earliest jokes was he was looking into the news, the obituaries, and he said, the Descoins are relatively old, he can get close to all of them. He said, however, there was a difficulty in that twins were born, and they're very young, so it's hard to get close to them. But then he said, but then fortune favored me, and there was a sickness going on that killed infants. So that was supposed to be comical right there, so he crosses the kids off the list. That's the kind of dark humor that's in this movie. So, the ending, I'm not going to spoil the ending for you, but it's not what you'd expect how the movie turns out, because he narrates the entire picture. Louis Massini, or Louis Massini Descoin, or Descoin Massini, I think. He is technically by blood a Descoin. One of the characters Alec Guinness plays, like the head Descoin, his name is, or like one of the richest Descoins, his name is Ascoin Descoin. Yeah, Ascoin Descoin. Spelled like this. You know they were being funny with this. Ascoin Descoin. There you go. There's the spelling of one of the major players in the movie. So, Ascoin Descoin, right? Okay, I really have to confirm my suspicions, though. 1949. I knew it was a 40s film. I knew it. 1949. Chia says, sounds like a character from Ace Attorney. Yeah. Ascoin Descoin, yeah. Oh, it's meant to be funny, and it is. It is quite humorous. So, I absolutely adore this film. This film is, like I said, you can watch this on any old night if you just move for some British humor. And, you know, British humor is very like, they say the silliest things with the straightest of faces. That's like one of the best ways I could describe British humor, you know? It's like they could, you know, like they could say, "There's gum in my shoe, darling, and it has stuck to the bottom and now it's rubbing off my skin. Should I see a doctor? I think I shall, but not before I put on my other shoe, which also has some gumballs over it." Something like that, you see? It's said very seriously. But it's like screwy bally as hell. That to me is like a great way to describe a bit of British humor. In all humor, there's a bunch of idiosyncrasies and whatnot. But British humor is certainly the wacky explained with a serious face. That's definitely a facet of British humor. And Kind Hearts and Coronets is filled with it. I highly recommend this film for anybody who enjoys a black comedy, murder, as a revenge story, and a kind of a unique ending. A very, very unique ending. And, yeah. And let's see here. So we've seen this movie probably 2, maybe 3 times. Now I'm talking about it, I kind of want to watch it again, actually. What else can I say about this movie? Because since the actors are a little bit older, aside from Alec Guinness, I really don't know the lead. But the lead actor is phenomenal in this film. Spectacularly played. Let's got to give props to that fella. And let's see. What else can I say? Well, we watched it with our mother. We introduced her to this. The B and I are the ones who watch a bunch of movies. Like I said, we're movie buffs, and once upon a time, we want to be screenplay writers for Hollywood, the whole shebang, blah, 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 blah. So, naturally, we would look back on some of the classics of the world. So, we've seen a few classics here and there. Silent films, black and white films, you know, foreign language films, and all that hoopla. Let me tell you. The hype around independent movies and foreign language films is so snobbish, and I think so off the mark, that it makes you feel sick to your stomach when you're watching things that you thought, so this was supposed to be spectacular. Why? I'm not singling anything out, because that goes against my principles here in the Celebration Appreciation Corner. Once again, I like to mock the people who promote things in such a snobbish way that it turns out ugly when you yourself view it. All I'm saying is, it's okay to like Hollywood, okay? It's okay to not like foreign language films or independent films or black and white or anything that the snobs say is brilliant. It's okay. Because there are quite a few stinkers. The B and I would know. We've seen our share of movies. Well over a couple thousand, let's put it that way. A couple thousand individual movies. Well over that. Tia says, "I was first introduced to British humor when I first saw Are You Being Served?" Ooh, I've never heard of that one. Wonder what the plot is for that movie. Are You Being Served? I'm going to look that one up. Oh, it's a show. It's a show, not a movie. Cool, cool. That's what Chia says, and Chia loves British humor, evidently. Lovely. So yes, Kind Hearts and Coronets. I highly recommend this film. And Alec Guinness in many roles. And here's the best part. It's not really funny. You know, it's not like they put like a bunch of him in the same scene just like one time. So they don't make a joke out of it. And you know, it is a joke, right? That's that subtle British humor right there. Just subtle, not just subtle British humor, just subtle humor in general. It's delivered as if you're supposed to take it absolutely seriously, as if all the desk coins are played by a different actor, because he plays them all differently. So, that's an actor for you, right? Because, obviously, in Kind Hearts and Coronets universe, they're not supposed to be the same guy. They're just the same family. So, yeah, that's kind of a humor you always kind of have to maybe remind yourself to laugh at. Like, oh, yeah, Alec Guinness is playing that one, too. And that one, too. He's so good at acting. And they changed his appearance enough. And his mannerism. It's more so thanks to his acting than even the look. It's like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, he's so good in this. I take him all so seriously. I kind of forget. That's a talented actor right there. Anyone who can do that, got some talent. Kind Hearts and Coronets. 1949. A British, dark, black humor classic. Chia says, "That's epic. If you can do that in one feature film." He did it in this one feature film. And the brilliant part is, he's not even the lead, right? Although he is everywhere, so to speak. No, the lead is that gentleman right there holding the red axe, the one in color. Kind Hearts and Coronets, thank you so much for a jolly good time. and a wonderful black humor comedy. This film is probably what I would describe as almost the definition of black humor. You know, black humor is supposed to be like I said, not dark humor. Dark humor can be lewd. This movie has no swearing or cursing, right? Maybe a few like sawed off or even damn now and then, but this is 1940s, 1949 we're talking about here. So this movie's humor is done through clever mix of dialogue and making light of situations that would otherwise seem bleak to most. So, whereas dark humor can be very forward, not very subtle, very very in your face and still dark and clever. Black humor to me is, like I said, the situation where he just says, fortunately there is a plague or a sickness going on and I don't have to worry, and he just crosses off the twins' names. That to me is more black humor. Very more about death than raunchiness, right? Because often black is associated with death. And of course I mean the literal black. So that's how I feel about Kind Hearts and Coronets. Thank you, Kind Hearts and Coronets. You are a wonderful movie. Pachi, 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 pachio, faccio, machio. Thank you, Kind Hearts and Coronets. I love this movie. Thank you for a great time.